One reason I'm so keen to find out more is that these days I'm sending over 24 sheep of my own to slaughter each year. And to do full justice to them, I want to put all that offal to the best possible use. I reckon haggis just has to be the answer. So I've come to the local town of Dumfries, where butcher Stuart Houston's medal-winning haggis is reputed to be the finest in the county. So this is what it's all about, Stuart?
Yeah, this is the base ingredient of haggis. This is what you call a lamb pluck.
So this is the whole pluck. So that's the heart.
That's the heart.
Liver here.
Yeah.
And the lungs?
And the lungs, or we call them lights.
That's the butcher's talk is lights.
Yeah.
And tell me about the sheep that this comes from. Are they the local sheep from up on the hill?
This is a local blackface sheep.
I've met a few of them on the hill, actually.
You've met a few of them?
They're very handsome animals.
Yeah, I would say so. We normally use blackface to get an extra bit of flavour out of it.
Top of the pile?
Yeah, top of the pile.
Is that what you're going to make today?
Yes, this is what I'm going to do today.
Good. It's a pretty simple set of ingredients, isn't it? You've got the oatmeal, onions. This is all the cooked offal. This is extra fat, is it?
This is suet. We need suet for a binding for the whole haggis, and it also gives it an extra bit of flavour as well.
And is that all lamb suet, or is
this is a mixture of lamb suet and beef suet.
Oh, really?
For this,
so
yes.
There's a little bit of beefiness in there too.
Right now, Hugh, the first thing we're going to do is put the onions into the hopper. Then followed by the fat and suet. Start the mincing process.
After the onions and the suet have been minced together, it's time to add the offal.
And into the hopper it goes.
It all seems straightforward so far, but it can't be that simple. I have a hunch that Stuart is holding a little something back.
This is where we mix in the seasoning.
Ah, the seasoning. This is where my ears prick up, because this is where you've got your little secrets, huh?
And they'll probably remain our little secret.
Will you at least allow me an examination of the pre-mixed seasoning?
Yes, I'll let you try it. I'll let you try it.
I don't think there's cayenne in it, because I think it would have slight more pinkiness to it and a bit more sweetness. You see, he's pleased about that. Perhaps there is cayenne in it.
No. You're on the right track.
But there's something also very aromatic. And I'm going to say some things and look at your face now. I don't think it's cinnamon, because that usually gives itself away quite easily. There's something quite unexpected in there. Ooh, I got something there. Well, maybe it's coriander seeds. Coriander? 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 It's not giving anything away.
There is something different in there, but I'd rather it stayed a secret.
Whatever it is, I congratulate you, because it smells delicious. Should we just bung it in and I'll just have to keep guessing?
No problem. Right, we run all the seasoning all the way along the top.
Stuart's secret seasoning is soon starting to work its magic on the mix. In goes the oatmeal, followed by a little stock from the cooked offal, and after one final bit of mixing, out comes the rich, highly seasoned haggis mixture, ready to go into its natural casings. So these are actually ox intestines,
yes,
not the sheep's stomach?
No, these are ox bungs.
But it's still a natural casing?
Yeah.
You make like a chain of little haggises and then tie them up?
This is the stage where you start to feel hungry, because you can smell the haggis inside. And
actually, I got to that stage about 20 minutes ago when the seasoning was being turned around in there.
These are ready to cook now.
That's magnificent, Stuart.
Well, today you've seen us making haggis. What you haven't seen is the real haggis running in the hills.
What do you mean, the wild haggis?
The real wild haggis, yes.
That's just the stuff you say to frighten the tourist, isn't it?
No, not at all. Later on today, I'll show you some real haggis up in the hills.
The real wild haggis. You've got one to show me, have you?
I've got 2 or 3 to show you.
That I cannot wait to see. A wild haggis monster loose up in the hills? Surely this is just leg pulling of gullible Sassenachs, isn't it? What can you tell me about the local haggis monster?
Oh no, come on. Let's be serious.
Nonsense. It's just a joke.
I'm trying to find out about the local haggis monster. Do you know anything about that?
Haggis?
Haggis monster that lives up on the hill? How about you? Do you know anything about this haggis monster?
Yeah. 2 short legs and 2 long legs for running around the hill.
Really?
Yeah.
You'll be telling me they shoot haggis next.
You've seen one?
I used to shoot them.
You've shot one? How many did you get?
Very few. Very few.
They're tricky, are they?
Very tricky.
Very difficult, yeah. You need a special net to catch them.
Later that afternoon, I turn up for the hunt, dressed as instructed in the incongruous costume of wetsuit and kilt. A peculiar selection of weapons, spades, brooms and nets, has been issued, and a curious ritual begins. Stealth, I'm told, is vital. Occasional glimpses of feather, foot and beady eyes are to be had. Stuart is convinced we've got one cornered and leads the charge. With such a possessed mob in pursuit, the poor thing doesn't stand much of a chance. Finally, we've got the beast cornered. We pose with our quarry for the illumination of posterity. What a fine hunt. And then gather round the fire to enjoy the feast. So that's been bubbling away for a little bit, Stuart. What do you think? Is he here?
I'll just have a wee prod and...
Good to go.
Oh, jeez. Oh, I got a full whack there.
Is that the smoke or is that the spice in your haggis? An afternoon of sheer madness, some might think. My feeling is that the humble haggis deserves a bit of a fuss. It's a culinary icon after all, the stuff of legend. And to hunt it brings that legend to life, as well as working up a ravenous appetite amongst the hunters. To the haggis hunt!
To the haggis hunt!